been a while since I made a video with a voice note. But so a lot has happened actually. Like in the few months, so much has happened. I've moved, work from home to like an actual workplace and all. So like it's been quite busy, quite hectic. And unfortunately, as you guys can see, my tripod actually broke as well. Like with filming bead videos, like the whole tripod situation is has always been a lot. I've broke so many tripods, and this was actually very recent. It was a few months ago, and as you guys can see, it broke as well, because normally there's always like too much weight from the phone. So yeah, I couldn't actually film the making of the whole bag, but then I have another video which is with the leftover beads from this project, and the procedure is like basically the same. You just have to increase the number of the number of beads that you're gonna use. So in Ghana we call this the sugar beads. I don't know why they call it the sugar beads. I guess because it has this sort of like square, shape, and then it has a bit of like a crystal look to it. Like when you turn it around, it has a bit of shine. So I think I can get where they thought it was a good idea to name it sugar. So yeah, like in Ghana it's called sugar beets. So if you're in Ghana, you need to buy this. Just go to the market, ask of sugar beets, and then they have in like several colors. Initially I actually wanted pink, because I don't like pink, is just my color, but I didn't get pink. No, I actually got pink, but it was just one pack. Normally I'll buy two, because I usually don't know what I'm gonna do. Sometimes I'll try something. If it doesn't work out, then I'll take it down, try something else again. So I normally buy two, so I can be on the safer side, and whatever is left I'll just keep it for a different project. Because as you guys know, like now I actually stopped selling these bags, because it's a lot of work to just make one. And in Ghana, you can't sell it for so much. It's not really, in the long run. I realized it wasn't something that I wanted to keep doing and selling. So yeah, like all I do is make these into videos for you guys, and um whatever is left I just keep it. But the next video coming after this, I actually used the leftover from this project to make like a mini bag. So you guys should stay tuned for that. So in this video, since the whole filming and everything was like all over the place, it looks, I don't know if you guys can even tell what I'm doing, but I can say, or I'm gonna say, I don't think this is beginner friendly. Let me know if you feel it's beginner friendly, but I don't think it's beginner friendly. I feel like if you're an intermediate or like a pro already, then you kind of like, you don't even have to probably watch this video. You can just like tell how it goes from the picture. So this is for like intermediate. But if you're a beginner, then I'm gonna recommend you actually try your hands. Make a few bead bags. Make like 2, 3, 4 bead. They don't have to be big. Just make something small. Just try to get the square shape and everything. Once you learn the whole like number of beads that make a ring, how to turn things around, how to move around your thread, how to end your thread, and all those things, it becomes easy. So I do have a beginner's guide, which is an old video. I think I have to do a new one to update. So let me know in the comments if I should actually make a new video like updating my beginner's guide beading tutorial. So yeah, this video was like really a struggle video. And aside that, I don't have my ring light to me. I took my ring light to work, so I need to get a new. I need to get a new one for my videos, which I'm working on. That's probably hopefully by next month or something. I should get something. I don't want to buy what I use for work, because what I use for work is actually quite big. I used to use that for my videos and everything. It was actually quite big. I'm trying to find something small that can still give me as much light as possible. So it's gonna take like a bit of research, and then plus I'm in Ghana, so in Ghana it's not so easy to just like want something and order it. So when you need something, um you have to like wait until like a vendor or someone decides to sell it. Okay, so for instance, when we had sorry, when ring lights like were popular all over YouTube and everything, Ghanaians couldn't just like order ring lights. We had to wait for vendors to actually bring ring lights for us to be able to buy. Do you understand? As opposed to if maybe you're in the States or something, if you see something you want, you could just go to Amazon, you could just go to Aliexpress or Alibaba or whatever. With Ghana is like we can still use those means. We still use those means, but then it becomes more expensive, and then you have to pay a lot for shipping. So buying things in Ghana is like you have to wait for like big shops or um vendors who maybe are into that kind of business, and they decide to like, even when ring lights came to Ghana, it was actually makeup artists who sold ring lights to us. It wasn't like light companies who were selling ring lights to us. You understand? It was um people who were selling makeup, and then they like brought it, and it was super expensive then. Now the prices are like okay, because it's everywhere now. But yeah, I don't want to get ring lights. I actually want, what's it called, the rectangle, there's a name for it. It's not the soft box, but then they have these like really small rectangle ones that have like lots of LED, and it's really bright. Yeah, that's what I actually want to buy. And there's an Instagram shop that I'm monitoring, because I think currently it's sold out, and they have to place an order, things like that. So it'll probably take like a month or two. But then I managed to get my hands on a new tripod, which is like an overhead tripod, not the normal tripod I was actually using in the past. This is overhead, so I'm actually really excited to be making more videos for you guys now. Plus now, I don't work from home anymore, so like my weekends, I've decided to dedicate my weekends to filming videos. So probably, like, I don't want to promise anything, but hopefully there'll be like more I don't want to say consistency, because then like I do post videos, but then the timing is like I could post one video and then post the next one in like 2 3 months or whatever. I feel like now we can have videos maybe every 3 weeks or every month. I don't want to promise anything, but then hopefully hopefully we can do that. And I'm actually thinking of small sized bags. Those ones take like shorter periods of time. The editing and everything is super short, so it's like quite easy to film. So I'm thinking of adding things like that, not necessarily bags all the time. I'm thinking of adding like wallets, small things that you can do with beads and all of that. So definitely let me know in the comment section if you guys will be interested in stuff like that. But like I said, I do have a mini bag, which is let me say, the video was made as a result of like the surplus I had from this one. So yeah, like I'll be posting that, a few days after I post this. So you guys should stay tuned for that. I'm super excited because it's gonna have some like a gold chain and everything to, spice it up. So like I'm actually quite excited. So honestly, this voice notes, like I said, wasn't really going to explain what I'm doing because I feel like the video was a struggle video. So yeah. And we're trying to make handles for like bead bags. It's a whole like thing altogether. It's I won't say difficult, but it gets to a point where you may have to like, take out the thread, reposition, especially when you're trying to attach it to the actual bag. So yeah, and the thing is, it turns out differently for everyone and for every bag. Like for me, for instance, if I make a bag and I'm attaching the handles, um, like with this bag, I think it ended up right at the end of where the square part is, but sometimes it could come in front, sometimes it could come on the side, so you never really know where it's going to end. So I feel like trying to explain bag handles is like a bit difficult, so I don't even like, I've never really done a bag handle video. I think this is the first one I'm doing. So what I'll say, and I always say this, if you want to like really understand how to make a bead bag, all you have to do is actually start making one. If you don't start making it, you're not going to get how it's supposed to go. So what you want to do is actually get some beads and then just try practicing. But then all you have to know is you need if the design you're making, like I know most of my designs are like 4 beads in a ring. So if the design you're making gives you 4 beads in a ring, make sure for every ring you're getting 4 beads, okay? Don't make it 3, don't make it 5. Those small mistakes can like alter the look of your bag. So always make sure if it's 5 per ring, you do 5 per ring. If it's 6 per ring, you do 6 per ring. If it's 4 per ring, which is like the basic standard one that everyone does, then you keep to that, okay? So, and sometimes you have to learn how to maneuver your thread around. Sometimes it might end in a way that you may not like, so all you have to do is to push it through other beads and then bring it to the position where you need it to be. So it's all a matter of like manipulating and then just being like sorry, just being, sort of like smart about it. Yeah. So this is where our chit chat kind of ends. It's actually 12 a.m. So I need to sleep, and hopefully this video can be up by the time I wake up. And then I'm gonna post. Sorry, I'm still like filming the one I talked about, the mini bag I talked about. So once it's done, I'm gonna edit that one and post it up for you guys to watch as well. So if you're a beginner, like I said, all you have to do is get some beads on hand and then just practice, okay? So it doesn't have to be the same beads, although with these, one thing I love about these beads is that when you make a square bag, it actually stays square and is actually more firm, more steady, other than when you use like the round beads or whatever. So if you know you're constantly having a problem with your beads not being steady or not being square enough, then you might want to go for the this type of beads, the sugar. I don't know how it's like it will be called on Amazon or Aliexpress or wherever, but then from what I know in Ghana, we call it sugar beads. So maybe type in crystal beads or something, and whatever websites you guys buy beads from, and I feel like it should come up. So I'm gonna talk to you guys later, see you guys later in the next video. Bye.